So, what is a marketing funnel? Well, a marketing funnel is a way of funneling the 3% of people who are in the marketplace for whatever particular product or service you offer. It's a way of funneling those people to you, okay? So the idea of a marketing funnel is we take what's called your reach, okay? And everyone has a different reach. I have a very large reach. Some people have an even larger reach than me. Some people have a very small reach, but it doesn't matter. Your reach on Facebook are your friends and your followers. That's your reach. That's your 100% market. Okay, that's your potential reach. Now, the reality is, whatever you post, whatever content you create and put out, you're never going to get that 100% reach. But in marketing, there is a law, there is a rule. And that rule is 3% of any group of people are usually in the marketplace for what it is you offer. Now, it doesn't matter if you are in utilities, insurance, product, wellness, e-commerce, real estate, whatever, domestic appliances, travel, holidays, whatever it is you sell, in effect, okay? 3% of the market are what I call RTB, ready to buy, or in the marketplace for what you have to offer. The problem is those people don't walk around with a sign on their head saying, I really need what you have, okay? So that's why we need to create a marketing funnel, because it funnels those people to us. The beauty of a marketing funnel is, while it funnels the people who are looking for what you have, it doesn't annoy or piss off the vast majority of people who don't need what you have. Because we all know one of the problems with Facebook is when we're marketing something, the vast majority of people are not interested, and we run the risk of upsetting and offending people with nasty, spammy sales tactics. This completely avoids it. So at the top of the funnel, you've got your reach, you've got your friends, you've got your followers, okay? And then what happens is the funnel, because we all know funnels work, okay? They become narrow. They go from wide to narrow, okay? So then we start to narrow it, okay? And we narrow it with what's called a post, okay? So you have your friends and followers. You then create a post. Now, what that post does is it starts to funnel people from your 100%, from your friends and followers. It funnels people towards you, people who have a particular interest in the content that you are creating, okay? Next comes the comments thread, okay? So the comments. Now, this is where you start to funnel the 3%, okay? So when you've got a 100% audience reach, you create a post. This is step 1, step 2, step 3. You create the post. Step 3 is you funnel the 3%, and you do that by creating posts, okay, which focus on market research when it comes to your products and services. Because at the end of the day, the only way that you can funnel people who need what you have is by putting your posts into context, okay? Have you, do you, are you? If you are marketing utilities, for example, we all know, and this works with anything, if you are marketing utilities or insurance, we know that 3% of the market, they're in a position, they are in the marketplace to change their insurance or utilities. So we have to create a post. Have you, do you, are you looking to switch your broadband provider because you're paying too much? That post alone will then funnel the comments, which are the 3% of people who are looking for what you are offering, okay? And, you know, even if it's health and wellness or whatever, the same rule applies. Are you looking for people who are on a diet? Are you looking for people who need a gift? Are you looking for people who want to save money, make money, whatever? You can create a funnel from absolutely anything. After that, comments now becomes the PM, the private message. So from the comments, these are the 3% who are in the marketplace. Now you need to create the conversation to get those guys into a private message. That's where you've got the people who are RTB, okay? Or RTL, ready to look or ready to buy. That is a simple funnel, and look how it works. That is a funnel. How awesome is that? If you think that is awesome, I want you to hashtag awesome in the comments thread below. That is a basic Facebook marketing funnel. The 100% friends and followers, okay? That's your potential reach. Then comes your post, which acts as a filter. Have you, do you, are you looking for, do you need, do you find? Are you and your family considering, whatever? Create the funnel, okay? The comments give you the clue. The comments give you the clue. They start to funnel down the 3% of people who've seen your post, they're in the marketplace. Hey, yeah, that's me, I need help, I'm interested, that sounds good. All right, okay? Then, this happens to me all the time. People on the comments thread, you then invite them for a private message. Hey, thanks for replying to my comments thread. Would you like me to PM you? Okay? Nice and simple. Now, sometimes they won't. So what I find, if I create a marketing funnel, maybe 4 or 5 people will comment. I probably only get to talk to 2 or 3, maybe 4 of them. People who comment, people who are in that marketplace, they don't always want a private conversation. Some people just aren't ready to commit. It's just the way it is. But those people who are like, yeah, sure, PM me, they are RTB, ready to buy, ready to listen to you, okay? And they are the people that you want. They are the people that you want. Doesn't matter what product or service you are offering, but what you need to do with your leaders and with your team, you need to discuss your marketing strategy. You need to be able to look at your products and services, and you need to understand what things you need to be posting in order to funnel the people towards you, okay? How cool is that? So, the next stage is, well, okay, I'm now in a private conversation with somebody who is ready to listen to me or ready to buy. I've done the hard work. I'm now in a private conversation with someone. Now, if you are in a private conversation with somebody who has replied to your post, they've commented, and they've agreed to a personal message, there's a good chance they're going to become a subscriber or a product user. Might not be straight away, but they probably will. Okay? And this is the beauty. So, what do we do once we're in the private message and we've got new customer acquisition? Okay? You sent them a link, they purchased the product, they're subscribed to your services. You have, from your funnel, a brand new, shiny customer. Okay? I'm going to put C for customer. Okay? Now, here's where it gets interesting. All right? By the way, guys, snapshot time. So if you want to take a snapshot, take it now, okay? Use that later for the post. If you're not yet hosting a watch party, go ahead, do that, because then you'll go into the prize draw for the book, okay? So make sure you do that, okay, guys? So you've created a funnel. Getting the customer here is easy. Once you get your prospect, your individual, into the private message, getting the customer is easy. Now, here's the thing. Most prospects, before you can recruit someone, before a prospect becomes a distributor, often they need 4 or 5, sometimes 6 exposures to the business before they agree to join your team. That's just the nature of people. Sometimes you'll get the odd one who's like, yeah, sign me up, that looks awesome, I want to join, I want to join, I want to join. But particularly if you don't have as much influence as a lot of people, sometimes a prospect is going to need multiple exposures. They're going to need to see a video, a pamphlet, they need to go to a meeting, maybe a 3-way call, speak to your upline, see some stats or some reviews or whatever. For a lot of people, that's how many exposures it can take. But here's the beauty. When you've acquired a customer, they've already had 3 exposures to the business. A customer is going to make an awesome prospect. Okay? It's going to make an awesome prospect. Why? Because they've had 3 exposures. They've had you, they've had the products, and they've had CS, the customer services. They've had the customer services of your amazing company. They've subscribed to your amazing products and they're using them, and they trust you. They bought from you, so they trust you. So if you can create a simple marketing funnel for more customer acquisition, You've got someone who's already had, they're a customer, but nobody thinks about this. They've already had 3 exposures to the business. That means it's going to be so much easier to get them registered as a partner, a presenter, whatever it's called in your business, because customers are easy to recruit. Customers are easy to recruit if you know how to approach the subject matter with them. And that is what I'm going to share with you now. So, we know that the customers already had 3 exposures. So, once we have a new product user, how do we go back to that person and recruit them? Get them turned on to the idea of the business, okay? It's actually very, very simple. And it all happens here in the private message. One of the things that I always do when I private message somebody, and this is where you want your team on this call. This is where you want to be sharing it, guys, because this is the I don't like using the word the secret because there's no secrets, it's hard work, but this is as close as it gets to the secret, and this is where you want your team in on the action, okay? It all happens in the private message, okay? One of the biggest mistakes people make when prospecting or talking to somebody is they lead with a solution. I never lead with a solution, I lead with the problem, which means I always say, how can I help you? Thank you for replying. Sorry to hear you're having some trouble, or how can I help you? What is it you're looking for? What is it you need from me? I give the platform to them. I don't go, oh, I've got this amazing deal and this is what you want to buy. Here's the product list. Here's my site. I let them talk because I want to find out what they do for a job. I want to find out what they do for a living. And the reason I want to find out what they do for a living is because the number one reason that customers, or even people who aren't customers, don't become distributors in your organization is because they don't think they can do it. They don't think they can sell it. Okay? That's the reason, guys. That's the reason they don't think they can sell it. So what you can do, once you've acquired your new customer from the funnel, you can go back to them a few days later or a week later, and you can thank them for the purchase. You can ask them, were they happy with the service? Were they happy with the way that you looked after them? And then you can simply say, look, I was interested in what you were saying. I know you work in beauty, or I know you're a police officer. I know you're a teacher. I know you're a tree surgeon. I know you're an office worker or a secretary, okay? What's really interesting is we've got a lot of people like you, a lot of secretaries like you registering as distributors. And we're paying them between X and X for introducing more customers like you. So you're actually saying to the customer, look, there's secretaries like you, there's people with the same job as you, sending customers like you to us, and we're paying them. Now, it may not be for you, but if you've got 2 minutes, I'd love you to have a look. And I promise you, 99% of the time, 99% of the time, you go back to a customer, they've already had the exposures, and you say, listen, I was listening to what you were saying about you being a secretary. We've got other secretaries or other people similar to you referring customers to us, and we're actually paying them X amount or whatever your compensation plan pays on retail or whatever, okay? Actually paying you. Now, it may or may not be for you, but would you give me 2 minutes just to have a look and give me your feedback? I'm not going to say 100% because somebody will shoot me down. 99% of the time, they'll say, yeah, sure, send it over, I'll have a look. Okay? And you could do that all day long, and all you have to do, is watch and listen. Okay? All you have to do is understand your products and services and understand how to put your posts into such a context that the 3% of people who need what you have are going to go, hey, that's me. Yeah, I need some help, or I could do with that, or, oh, yes, please. Okay? You can do that. You can simply funnel them down and they will be ready to buy. Why? Because you've filtered the 3%. You haven't got time wasters. You see, you've got active prospecting and passive marketing, and you need to learn how to do both. We've still got to reach out to people. We still have to contact 3, 4, 5 people a day. We have to learn how to directly message people correctly, not so we can sell them our stuff, but so we can start appearing in their newsfeed. That's why people get direct messaging so wrong. I've had about 10 this week to send me a link and a bunch of crappy customer information. That's not what you do. If I send somebody a message, it's not to sell them on my products, it's because I want to start appearing in their newsfeed, and that's what you lot need to do. And I know some of you are because you're all awesome, but in general, that's what people need to do, okay? And that's called active prospecting, and you need to do that. But we also need to learn how to passively market what we're doing, and this is called passive marketing, yeah? You've got two-way traffic. You've got incoming traffic, people who are coming to you, the 3%. Yes, please, I need what you have. And then you've got active prospecting, okay? So the problem with active prospecting, the reason it's so hard, is when you actively prospect, essentially, you're reaching out to the 100%, okay? Which means that if you're directly messaging somebody, there's a 97% chance that they might not need what you have. Does that make sense? Which is why you get a lot of rejection and people ignoring you and all that kind of stuff, all right? But I think this is fairly simple, yeah? Understand your reach, understand the context of your product and how you get people turned on to the idea of what you need. Create a comments thread, look for the 3%, invite them to have a private message, ask them how you can help them. Don't just jump in there with a link and your company bump. Listen to them. Listen to them. Listen to what they're saying. What's your problem? How can I help? What do you need? Then you're positioned to offer them a solution. You'll probably get them as a product user or a subscriber. And once you do that, it's not difficult. It is not difficult to get them looking at the business. You've just got to know what they do. You've got to know a little bit about them, their family and their job, because then you can answer that eternal question, you know, can I do this business? I'm an office worker, I'm a secretary, can I sell that kind of product? Well, yes, you can, because we've got lots of other people like you doing it and they're making money, yeah? Okay? And that's kind of it, yeah? So, did you find that useful? Was that useful? I hope it was. So, have we all done a watch party? Have we done that? Cool. If you have, awesome. You're going to be in the running for my book, okay? And make sure you're taking a snapshot of this little window. And as soon as this live is over, or when you want to do your next post, make a post, put it up, tag me in so I can see it. Really, really important. Tag me in so I can see it, and say why this particular training was useful for you and why they need to watch it. I'm going to go look. I'll look up every single post, every single one of you who tags me in. I'll have a look. I'll see who's got the best engagement, and I will drop you a message and I'll get that book to you. By the way, if you are not already on, you haven't already joined my Facebook page, which is just called Mindset Before Matter, you can go and search it, Mindset Before Matter. And just click Learn More on the page and you can actually get yourself a free audio copy. I always think a nice signed book is good, it's nicer. But if you go to my Facebook page, Mindset Before Matter, just click the Learn More tab and I'll send you a little message and you'll be able to download an audio version of this on the device of your choice, iPhone or Android, because I'm kind of like that. I'm an iPhone man myself, but I don't look down on Android users. I'm kind like that. Is that okay with everyone? Yeah? So I want you guys, my wish for you guys is that we can make network marketing and direct sales sexy again. I want to make it sexy again because I think over the last few years since the introduction of social media, it kind of got a bit unsexy. And I think what has happened is, you know, I think our industry is the best industry in the world. I actually think that our industry is the most logical business model in the world. And we've had a tough time. We've had a bad rap. And, you know, that's not the outside world's fault. That's not people who aren't part of the world. It's not their fault. It's our fault because of the way we've been going about things. So we need to make it sexy again. We need to start doing it right. Okay, and that's what I want to do. My wish for you guys is that we start doing this right. And when you start doing it right, you and your teams are going to have so much more fun, okay, doing this business. You're going to have so much fun. Okay, you're going to get so many more positive responses. I've got so much to teach you. I've got so much to teach you. I can teach you how to get a positive response from somebody all the time. Okay, pretty much. I shouldn't say all the time, should I? 99% of the time I can show you that. Because, guys, this business is about creating conversations and getting positive responses. It's not about sticking a link in somebody's inbox and hoping they'll sell. I could send you some of the things that I've been sent this week, and I'm ashamed. Yeah? I mean, you guys are all awesome, don't get me wrong. But some of the things that I've been sent, I have a colleague of mine on WhatsApp, and we back and forth all the time. You know, they'll get a screenshot of a horrible pitch. I'll get a screenshot of a horrible pitch, and we'll exchange, and we'll see who's got the worst, most vile pitch from some random person on Facebook, and then we kind of score how bad the actual pitch is. You know, it's kind of become a bit of a standing joke. But I don't want you guys to be part of that crew. I want you to make it sexy, and if you stick with me, okay, just trust in what I'm teaching you, and I promise you, you will get the positive responses that you need from people to progress your business, okay? It's all about creating conversations, talking to people who you're not yet doing business with, talking to people who aren't yet using your products and services, talking to people who are already customers about your business, and talking to your team members and getting them plugged into trainings like this so it can leverage your time. I'm here to help you leverage your time. You can try to go and teach this to your team, and hey, that's a good thing, and some of them will really capitalize on that. But you get good at sending them to me, that's going to leverage your time. It means you don't have to worry about trying to recreate this. And this is why I said to you at the beginning, okay, one of the most highly paid skills inside of network marketing, one of the most highly paid skills is promoting. I've done it. I didn't get to where I am by promoting me. I got to the level of influence I have by actually promoting other people and sticking with other people, and you have to do the same, and I promise you it will work. But as always, I really appreciate each and every one of you coming out this evening to come get some skills, some knowledge, some value, some understanding. I never ever take it for granted. I will be back next Monday with more awesome content for you that you and your teams can start to apply. So from me, have a good night, stay safe, love to your families, take care, and I'll see you all soon.